Have you ever felt like you didn't belong? Like you were meant for something much bigger than your normal life? Today, we learn English with a story inspired by the magical world of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. This is a story of mystery, giant friends, and the moment a lonely boy discovers he is actually a powerful sorcerer. Listen closely, the magic is about to begin. The story begins on a very quiet, very ordinary street in England. The houses are clean, the grass is cut perfectly, and the people pride themselves on being completely normal. In one of these houses live the Grimleys. Mr. Grimley is a man who loves his office job and hates surprises. Mrs. Grimley spends her days spying on neighbors and making sure everything looks perfect. They have a son named Dax, a boy who is given everything he wants. But there is another boy in the house, Leo. Leo is their nephew, but he is treated like a servant. While Dax has a large bedroom full of toys, Leo sleeps in a tiny, dusty cupboard under the stairs. He has no friends, no presents, and no love. He feels like a ghost in his own home. Strange things often happen around Leo. When he is sad or scared, the world reacts. Once, his aunt cut his hair so short he looked bald, but by the next morning, it had grown back completely. The Grimleys were furious. They knew something about Leo that he didn't know himself. They feared the M-word. Magic. On Leo's 11th birthday, the mail arrives. Among the bills is a heavy envelope made of yellow parchment, addressed in shimmering purple ink, to Mr. Leo, the cupboard under the stairs. Leo is amazed. No one has ever written to him. But before he can open it, Mr. Grimley snatches it away. His face turns a sickly green. "No," he whispers. "Not again." The next day, 3 letters arrive. Then 10. Then, on Sunday, hundreds of letters fly down the chimney like birds. The house is buried in paper. Driven by fear, the Grimleys pack their bags and flee to a broken wooden shack on a tiny, rocky island in the middle of a stormy sea. They think they are safe from the magic. They are wrong. At the stroke of midnight, a massive storm hits the island. Boom! The door of the shack is ripped off its hinges. A giant man, nearly 7 feet tall with a wild beard and eyes like stars, steps inside. His name is Barnaby. He looks at the terrified Grimleys and scoffs. Then, he turns to Leo and hands him a slightly squashed chocolate cake. "Happy birthday, Leo," he says with a booming voice. "I reckon it's time you knew the truth. You aren't just a boy. You are a sorcerer." Leo's jaw drops. Barnaby explains that Leo's parents didn't die in a car accident as he was told. They were legendary magic users who were lost fighting a dark shadow named Vorus. Leo survived the shadow's final curse, leaving a small, star-shaped mark on his arm. The next day, Barnaby takes Leo to London. They walk into a small, dark shop, and Barnaby taps a brick wall with his umbrella. The bricks begin to spin and move, opening a gateway into Silver Alley, a hidden city for magical people. Leo sees shops selling flying carpets, jars of dragon scales, and snowy owls. They visit a shop filled with thousands of narrow boxes. This is the shop of the stick maker. The stick chooses the sorcerer, Leo, the old man says. Leo tries several wooden sticks, but nothing happens. Finally, he picks up a stick made of holly wood. Suddenly, a warm light fills the room and gold sparks fly from the tip. He has found his magic. To get to his new school, Starbridge Academy, Leo must go to the train station. Barnaby gives him a ticket for platform 8.5. Leo looks at the signs, platform 8. Platform 9. But there is number 8.5. He sees a family with bright silver hair. The mother notices Leo's confusion. First time to Starbridge, dear, she asks kindly. Just walk straight at the brick wall between platforms 8 and 9. Don't stop, and don't be afraid. Leo takes a deep breath and runs at the solid wall. He closes his eyes, expecting a crash, but instead, he emerges onto a secret platform where a beautiful golden steam train is waiting. This is the Starbridge Express. On the train, Leo meets Finn, a boy who is nervous about his magic, and Maya, a girl who has already memorized every textbook. They eat magical sweets that change flavors and watch the mountains fly by. As night falls, the train stops. The students take small boats across a black, glassy lake. High above them, sitting on a jagged cliff, is a massive castle with 1,000 glowing windows. Inside, the students are sorted into their houses. A magical crown is placed on Leo's head. It whispers in his ear, "You have a brave heart, Leo. You belong in the House of Lions." Leo sits down at a long table that suddenly fills with delicious food. For the first time in 11 years, Leo isn't lonely. He isn't a freak. He is a student of magic, and his real life is finally starting.